Hi, you've reached What's on Scott's Mind, February 16th, 2026. So, I'm over the euphoria of winning the national championship in college football. Still basking in that glow, but the overall euphoria feeling is gone. I did manage to finally trim my beard a little bit so that I don't quite look like, as my father used to say, the wild man of Borneo. Um, and I'm trying to solve a problem. So, in November, the new dog, Sadie, joined the family. Sadie is a yellow lab hound mix. Sweet, sweet girl. Absolutely adore her. But she's a mud magnet. And the two of them have, Puck and Sadie, have destroyed the backyard. There's really not a lot of grass growing. So we're looking at different ways to solve the problem of grass. Because um, ultimately you have to not bring mud into the house, but you got to have grass in the backyard. Um, the house had grass when we moved in. It doesn't have grass now. There's grass in the front yard, not in the backyard as well. But we're looking at a bunch of things. And one of the things we were thinking about is, hey, what about using that carpet that they use along the sides of roads often? And it's it's kind of cool. It's kind of an interesting thing that you can consider. You basically roll it out. It has the grass seed and everything, grass fertilizer, everything embedded into the stuff, and then you tack it down. And then at some point, once the grass starts to grow, the roots take over, right, and the biodegradable stuff goes away. You take the tacks out. You take those back somewhere else. So, thinking about using that. That's where we are right now, because that's the only way I suspect that we'll be able to keep the yard somewhat alive while the grass is growing, right? It takes time for grass to grow. And it becomes problematic if you're constantly dumping grass seed. So anyway, that's my thinking process right now, trying to figure out what to do to solve that problem. The other thing I'm thinking about a lot is just kind of long term. What do I need to get to make that backyard at least more grassy? We have a fire pit out there. We've used it twice. We'll use it more often this year if there's grass out there to walk to. It's just, because we have dogs that like to be outside now, so happy to do that. Dylan, our dog that we lost in August, didn't like to be outside that much anymore. He got hot pretty quickly. When he was young, I mean, he was outside as much as he could be. I can remember when we moved out of our first house in Maryland, there was a crew that used to run in the streets of the neighborhood. And they actually stopped one day, and when the for lease sign came up on the place that we'd been leasing, as we had bought a house and were moving to it, the the running crew stopped at the house and said, hey, "Oh, you're moving. We're sorry to see you go. Can you leave your dog?" Because they loved stopping by every day and petting Dylan as they ran by. Um, he was an amazing dog. I think about him all the time. I miss him all the time. I miss every dog that has ever graced my life. They're Frosty, the crazy Great Pyrenees duo, the Great Pyrenees. He was just a saint. Absolutely adored him. Phoebe, the Newfoundland, who died when I was 15 or 16 years old. I guess 17 years old. McGregor, the collie that we had. Great dog. Absolutely loved McGregor. Francine, Labrador that we had. Gwen, the crazy Australian Shepherd we had. And Raven, the black lab, first black lab we got. All of them have been great dogs, and truly, from my heart, I believe dogs are family members. You don't buy dogs; you adopt them. You certainly offset the cost of the adoption, but you don't buy dogs; you adopt them. So, anyway, that's what's on Scott's mind today. Thank you very much for listening.